Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to look at Python, specifically about the if-else, which are also known as conditionals. So let us get started. Let us get started by making a program or making a game. Like, the theme of the program is going to be about a game. Let's print welcome to the game. Print to enter the game, you must be 18 or more than 18 years old. So this is what we want, the requirements. Okay. Now, if we print the okay, we've already printed it. So if you run the program, you know what will be displayed in the screen. Welcome to the game. To enter the game, you must be 18 or more than 18 years old. So this is going to be a car racing game, which cannot be played by minors. So, welcome to the car racing game. So, this is a real life game, so it's only applicable for 18 or greater than 18 years old people to play the game. And now, we learned how to print everything like these things in the first video of this series, so I'll show you how to do this with one single line in this second video. So let's see. So what you can do is select this line, and inside of the first print you can give a gap and \n and paste it in. That's it. Okay, so you must be 18 or greater than 18. Sorry, there was a problem. So we don't want the string sign because it's already given. So what we can do is we can go here, type \n, and to enter the game, you must be 18 years or older than 18 years. Okay. 18 years. So after giving the \n, what we get in the printing or output or console is the text written in this line would be printed in the next line after \n, because \n means to print in the next line from the person. So like this. So welcome to the car racing game. To enter the game, you must be 18 years old or older than 18 years old. So this is really simple. If you've used HTML, there is a tag called BR, so it breaks the line even if you're using the same paragraph tag. This is the same thing here. Instead of BR, you use \n, and that's it. Okay, beautiful. So next, what we want to do is we want to take the name of the player, so let's take it. Name is equals to input. Enter your name and age as well. Age is equals to input. Enter your age. So we got the name, we got the age of the player. So what we want to do right now is we want to print welcome, comma, welcome, and one more comma to separate this, and name. Yeah, I don't like this thing. And you are, comma, age, comma, years old. So what this does is it's printing the things that we have given inside of the brackets. So let's see. Print. Okay, printing these things. Welcome. So this is a string, so it's got to be printed, and comma. So there's a problem here, so I have to do it like this. No, sorry. Let me see what the problem. Yeah, it's normal. Fine. So welcome, and the comma is given here, so it'll print welcome as it is, and after the comma, there's no double quotations around the thing called name, so it's got to be variable, which is this variable in this case, and in this variable, whatever we type as a name would be saved. So whatever is typed as a name would be displayed here. So welcome, if I type Alex, welcome Alex, you are age, and same goes for age. If I type 22, welcome Alex, you're 22 years old. Let's try. So Alex, 22, welcome Alex, you're 22 years old. Beautiful, right? So now the main requirements of the program. Let us type it in. Print requirements of the program. Though I have mentioned it in the above part, I'll type it once again just to make the program a little bit better. So print, let's use multiple print statements this time, not to make the code longer in a single line, so make it beautiful. Okay, so print number 1 must be 18 or above 18. Print number 2 must not break any rules of the game. Print number 3 must have a name. I know the rules are really funny except one, but still we want to make the game a bit more realistic, so we have to do these things. I'm doing it. You don't have to necessarily do this. What you want to learn from this video is just about the conditionals and the data types as well as other things. So that's it. So we're taking it, so we did that, and I'll show you one more thing. So we typed this much and that. It was really beautiful. So if you want to do this same thing in another way, I'll show you. So let's do it. Print, and this time before the double quotations, what you have to type is an F. So it's now an F string. So you can type welcome, a set of curly braces. Inside of the set of curly braces, you want to type the variable that you want, so name. And you don't have to give commas before or after this, because we're using the curly braces just to separate whatever we have typed in. So you are, and once more curly braces, years old, years old. So if I comment this and run this one, let's see what we get. So Alex, let's clean the terminal once. Okay, Alex is 22 years old. So welcome Alex, you're 22 years old. Requirements of the program: you must be 18 or above 18. You must not break any rules of the game. You must be a name. You must have a name. Okay, beautiful. So this did the same thing, but if you want to be a better programmer, you can use this because it has a clear syntax and is easier to type more than that. Like you have to use comma and you get confused sometimes, because if you have a long sentence and a long phrase, whatever you call it, then it's going to be taking lots and loads of code. But if you do the same thing with this, it's looking clear and it's better as well. So please try to use this instead of the other one. Okay, but you can use this as well if you're making some programs really quick, if you want to get the output really fast. If you like, it does not matter about performance, but if you want to do it really in a less amount of time and it's the only thing that you know, then you can use this as well, no problem. But try to prefer this one. So I taught you this as well, so the choice is yours. It doesn't matter if you're the only one programming, you can choose any. So you must have a name, whatever. Okay, so let's give requirements. They're like, let's see if the requirements are fulfilled by the player or not. The first requirement: you must be 18 or above 18. So how do we check it? That's the main point of the program. That's the main point of the video as well. So to check that, we use if. So if is a keyword, and we use a parentheses, and inside of the parentheses, what we type is the variable that we are targeting. So in this case, age is the variable that we are targeting. So sorry, age is a variable that we are targeting right now. So we can type age, and inside of the parentheses, what you have to type is the condition that is going to be checked. So if age is greater than or equals to 18, what do you want to do? So type the colon once the line or statement has ended, and you'll automatically be given a tab or indentation after the colon, and you get like this, and you can print whatever you want. Print you are eligible to play the game. So you're eligible to play the game. Beautiful, right? So this checks if the whatever is being typed is correct or not. So if age is greater than or equals to 18, it prints out that you're eligible to play the game. So let's type it. What is the name? Alex. And what is the age to be used? Okay, let's use 22. It says this operator is not supported for instances of str and int. So what is this trying to say? Like, this should be working, there's no problem, I know, but there is a single problem, and that is type. So in the first video of this series, what we learned is that the types of variables are different. So anything typed inside of this, what we call it, double quotations, are always strings, right? So what we get inside of the input, like, there are also these kinds of things used, and whatever we get out, like whatever we type in as an input, is always stored as string. So how do we check if it's string, if it's integer, if it's boolean, whatever? How do we check it? So there's a simple way. You can type print and type. So print type, and after that you can give a set of parentheses, and what you can do is you can type the variable that you want to check. So I want to check the variable name as well as age, so you can give it both of them in a comma. So let's do it. Name is Alex, so let's clear the screen first. Okay, name Alex, age is 22. Okay, so the error is normal in this case because it takes one argument and we get through two, so that's not fair, is it? No. So we can remove this, and we can again give a comma and type age. So this should not be creating any problem. I'll not explain how this is being written, because I gave you the basic knowledge, and it's your duty to learn what I'm typing here. Just a single line, okay? Alex, okay, Alexi this time, 22. Okay, so let's see. Class str. So what is str? So str is for name because it was the first one given. So next one is class str as well. What is str as well for? So str as well is for age as well. So this one is the second one. So we don't want the age to be in the string tag or string type. We want it to be in another type, which is integer. So how do we convert it? So to convert that, we can do a thing, and that is to type convert or typecast. So how do we typecast? We do that by doing something called using something called int. So int, that's it. You use int, and inside of the brackets or parentheses you use age. So whatever you type inside of the parentheses, it will be converted into an integer because the parentheses are from the integer group. So let's see, enter your name, Alexi, 22. So this time we're not getting any error because we just converted it to the what we call integer. So that's it. Now if we want to do the same thing, like this time we entered 22, and it was giving us the beautiful successful output because 18 is obviously 22 is obviously greater than 18. So if it was also 18, that would be giving us a true value, because if the statement is checked and we found out that the age is 22, it's obviously going to be true because it's right, like for real, greater than 18. So that's it. Now if we want to check that the player is like less than 18, what do we want to do? So we can do elif and another condition. So in this time the condition is going to be int age. If int age is less than 18, what do we want to do if the age is less than 18? So we want to print and sorry, but you are not eligible to play the game. Better luck player is less than 18, we want to do that. We want to type that the player is not eligible to play the game, and better luck next time. So what do we do if the player is neither greater than or equals to 18 nor less than 18? What can it be? If the person is like using NAs that's in minus, there can be nobody on the earth who has minus A's. So that is probably going to be a fraud. That is probably going to be a cheaters. How do we get rid of the cheaters? We can do elif and int A's is less than 1. So anything less than 1 is obviously in minus, so we can do that. And print sorry, but you are not born yet. Yeah, that's what we want to type for them. Now what if the person is another fraud who uses the A's of a 120, 100, like the people above 100 are not coming here to play a car racing game, are they? No, they're not. So for getting that those kind of frauds out of the game, we can type elif, another condition, int A's. If A's is greater than 100, we want to type print sorry, but you are too old to play the game. Sorry, but you're too old to play the game, because the people above 100 are not like required to play the game. Why do they want to play the game? They might even die playing it, so let's not do it. Okay, so we got lots of statements. Now what if none of them match, none of them work? We want to use else print there's probably a problem with the information you provided, because there can be nothing else that is creating the problem. Yeah, right. So there's probably a problem with the information you provided. Now why didn't we type any kind of what do we call it? I sometimes don't remember words. What if we don't type any kind of expression, any kind of condition inside else? So else is made to be working like in such a way that no condition is required, because else is else. If nothing works, this is to be done. So that's it. So now by looking at this structure, what you can understand is an if is always written only once, and else is also always written only once, whereas an elif can be written even 1,000 times, even 1,000,000 times, no problem. You can write as many elif as you want, so there is no limit to writing elifs. Now there is one more thing to be looked at, and that is whenever you use an if, now from the starting if to the ending else, this is also known as an else if-else loop, or you can call it if-else block. Okay, you can call it if-else block, and inside of the if-else block, always the starting statement should be an if statement, and the ending statement should be an else statement, which is really important. You cannot start it from elif, or you cannot start it from else, and you cannot end it from, okay, you can end it with elif, you can end it with if, but the starting should always be from if. So you can also write only if and not write elif as well as else if you have only one condition and that is just guaranteed going to work, then you can use that way as well. Now the next thing that we want to look at is that there should be a proper way of writing this code. So please do not make this really dirty. Make this clear and understandable. And final thing is that you don't have to necessarily use the brackets. So I'm just using the brackets here. Like for the integer type conversion, you have to use it, but for writing the conditions, you don't have to necessarily use the brackets, but I'm using it. Now you have noticed one thing, so that is we are converting the age variable time and again. Why do we do it? Because it's already in string form when we are giving it, and when we are calculating it, we have to convert it into an integer. So there is one way with which, if we once convert it to an integer, it'll not have to be converted time and again. So let's do it. So we can remove this, as well as some other integer conversions that we have done. This and okay, what is this? I don't like this. Heck, what is this, man? It's really annoying. VS Code. Okay, this as well as this. This, yeah, finally we are completed. Yeah, and while getting the input, like the A's, what you can do is type int, and inside of int you can type input. So whatever you type in automatically gets converted to an integer before getting stored in the variable. So that's very beautiful. And now we've learned a lot of these, and after that we also want to look at one more thing, and that is how these statements are working. The first thing is always in this block, what the thing that is first looked by the Python interpreter is the first statement, which in this case is if statement. So if I type my age to be older than 18, like 27, oh sorry, not age, it's okay, name is my name and age is my fake age, 22. So it says you are eligible to play the game, so you're really beautiful to play the game, you're really good to play the game, and that's it. Okay, so this is what we are trying to say. So this checks the condition, the first condition, and if it's true, it's not gonna be looking at any of the remaining conditions, but if it returns a false value, it'll go to the next one. So if the age is less than 18, so let's see, let's say there's a person called Don, and Don is just 12 years old. It says, sorry, but you're not eligible to play the game, better luck next time. So let's see why this happened. So this looked at the first condition. Is 12 greater than 18? Obviously not. Is 12 less than 18? Yes, it is. So sorry, but you're not eligible to play the game. Alright? Yeah. So what if I type my age to be like name? Okay. What if I type my name like 111? Sorry, but you're not eligible to play the game. But that's not what we wanted to be shown when the person has typed this. The reason is this looks at this statement first, and if this is true, it's not gonna look at this. So to get this statement looked at the beginning, what we can do is write it before the previous statement. So like this, and if I type minus age right now, sorry, my spelling bad. Okay, minus, okay, sorry. Okay, so minus 1929, and that's not possible. So again, the age is also going to be minus 1929, and sorry, but you're not born yet, and that's what we wanted to type. So next, let us type the age greater than 100. So let's do it 222, and the age as well 222. You're eligible to play the game, but that's not what we wanted to be done. We wanted the player to be shown with a prompt saying, sorry, but you're too old to play the game, and it returned that you're eligible to play the game. It's because it looks at the first statement and it returns true, because 222 is obviously greater than 18, and we don't want it to be greater than 18. Like, it's greater than 18, we want it to be greater than 18, but we don't want the player to be playing the game because that's really too old. So for doing that, we want to be taking this statement from here to the topmost layer, to the topmost part, and I already told you that the statement block can never be started from an elif, so we have to convert this elif to an if, and this if to an elif. So beautiful. And now what if we do like the age to be 222? So sorry, but you're too old to play the game, and that's what we wanted. Yeah, beautiful. So I think the video has come to an end, and if you like the video, please go ahead and subscribe the channel and share the video to your friends who want to learn Python as well, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care and goodbye.